Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and my podcast on What's the Tea. So today, what's the tea? Love after being hurt. It happens to all of us. It happens to most of us. So grab your wine glass, and in this case is lemonade. A little snacky, some fruits, and let's jump onto the video. Before we start, guys, I just want to say that every podcast that I have, it's on my phone, and I always have to look on my phone because I have bullet notes and stuff like that because I don't want to forget anything. So, okay, now for real, let's get to the podcast, guys. Come on, hurry up, dale. All right, guys. So, love after being hurt. So today's tea is about love. It's not the little fairy tale kind. We're talking about how shitty you feel after somebody breaks up with you or you break up with someone. But it's life, right? You know, the type of hurt that you were cheated on, broken, betrayed, disappointed, and in my case, trying to figure out how to trust again. Because these motherfuckers ain't shit. Have you ever told yourself, I'm never going to love again. F love. Forget about this. I'm going to block anybody that is trying to talk to me or try to have a relationship with me. This one is for you and for me. Here is my first segment, right? And this first segment is a personal reflection, right? So after so many years with someone and loving them and everything, now how does it feel to have a breakup? Well, in my case, it felt very shitty. I'm the type of person that I love hard and I love love. And when I love someone, is like I'm right and dying, right? I want to see myself with this person, get married with this person, have kids with this person. And it's just a lot of, I'm a daydreamer, so I daydream a lot about a lot of things. So it's just things like that. But once you and that person break up, love can feel very risky. And I'm not gonna lie, and in this generation and in this time that we're living, relationships right now, it ain't it. The hoes is hoeing, everybody cheating, and I can't deal with that. And it's very risky too, because it's like when you are not with someone and you were betrayed or cheated on or whatever, you build up a wall, and then you start questioning. Honestly, you start questioning yourself, like, did I not see the red flags? I was so blind in love. Did I just I don't know, I was so zoned in that I didn't see that this relationship was failing, And then now when you're by yourself, it's like, for me, for example, I don't trust anybody because I see people in relationship around me that I'm just like questionable. But I mean, not everyone is like that, but it's also like, damn, are you even genuine? Like, do you even care about my feelings? Do you even are you from New York even? No, but it's, I don't know, it's just, as much as you want to love, you're also scared to give it, because what if the breakup or the betrayal is worse from the last one, right? So it's always thinking like that. And it sucks because me being a lover girl, I want to cook for you, I want to do this for you, blah, 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 blah. Most of people nowadays don't deserve that. And it's and it truly sucks, right? It really, really does suck. I've been there in the point where I start questioning, are your intentions real with me? Or you're talking to me because you think I'm like these other girls that are easy or whatever the case may be? No. No. Like I love to get to know a person in and out, ask basic questions, deep level questions and stuff like that, and see if it works out. Like in my past relationships, they would never work out because, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm toxic. I was toxic. Let me just rephrase that. I was toxic. There was a lot of baggage going on. Just a lot of things that was just in that perspective, right? So now that I'm alone, I've been learning certain things, but it's scary, to trust again and gain someone's trust. And, it messes up with your discernment of, is this person genuine or not? Lucky for me, I have a friend that I could just be like, I need you to see if this person is genuine, but not everybody has that. But it's scary. I've been at that point where I start to heal, and then there comes this person that's trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, what do you want? Why are you looking for me? Why do you want something with me? Why you want me to get your attention or something like that? And I'm just like, and then you start building these wall up, and it's like, it's scary because like men and female would try to open up to you and break down those walls, and then next thing you know, it's like they see your soft side, and then boom, they're abusing that. So that's scary too, because it's like, damn, I was trying to protect myself from that, and then here I am, like Boo Boo the Fool, boom, assed out, because I believed in you. So as much as you want to open up, and as much as you try to let yourself be and really try to open up, waves of trauma comes back, and like you start noticing certain things that you've seen in your previous relationship, and you let it fly by, and then now that you're in a new one, it's like, should I do it again? Did I learn my lesson from the same time? And it's a tug of war, right? Because your heart wants something, but your brain is like, remember what happened? It's creeping up on you. Remember what happened? Remember what you've been through? Remember what you felt? But your heart is like, oh, let's give it another try, right? Or vice versa. Sometimes you gotta think with your brain, not your heart. Or sometimes your heart leads and then your brain, whatever, follows. But my point that I want to emphasize in this situation is, you can't protect your heart and heal it at the same time, because it's just, you start losing. If you I don't know, I just feel like you can't do both, because protecting it, right? If you're trying to protect your heart and heal, you're not letting go of the negative things, because you're protecting your heart from the negativity. But it's like both can't happen at the same time, because in order for your heart to feel at peace with no matter what comes at it, healing is a part of accepting the negative things, the positive things. Everything that comes is a roller coaster ride. So this brings me to my second segment. What is the difference between love and trauma bond? So trauma, obviously, and love stuff like that, like, starts when you're young, right? So let's say you feel loved by that person, but that person is like yelling at you, right? So you were young as a kid, and someone that you really love will yell at you and this and the third. So now you're older and you're taking this to the relationship, and you think that love is someone is showing you love by yelling at you, mistreating you, talking down on you, Thinking that because, again, trauma attaches from a very young age, you think that, oh, I was hit as a child, but my parents used to say, I love you, that's why I'm doing it. So you took it on as an adult, and you think that your partner loves you because that person is putting hands on you. Baby, that's not love. Love is not like that. That's trauma bonding, right? Because when you connect with someone, everyone has a baggage. Everyone has their issues and stuff like that. It's just a matter of how that person is going to be accepting towards it, or how they're different, you know? And I'm not saying that all the time is going to be peaches and cream, but it's how effectively you guys will communicate, how you guys are going to handle the situation, how you guys are going to deal with it. Is it going to be in a healthy way or in a negative way? When you love someone, you know, there's a lot of things that you can change and tolerate. In my case, I'm never going to tolerate somebody putting their hands on me. My parents never really hit me as a kid, so I know that that's not love. But knowing the difference between what's okay and what's not, I think that's important. When it comes down to, you know, you're building a home with someone or building a strong relationship, I always say that when you meet someone, and this doesn't have to be relationship wise, it could be friendship too. Your friends or your partner could start showing red flags. But because we care for them and we're starting to love them, we bypass that. So it's like, what am I doing here? You know? So I think those are certain things that is just like, love shouldn't be a survival mode all the time. Love should be where you go to your partner, express to them how you're feeling, and if something that they do that you don't like, you guys come to a common ground and fix it, and vice versa. If I have something that my partner doesn't like, you know, I'll change it. But sometimes, you know, I'm not saying you're going to change yourself completely for this one person, but change certain things. When the right person comes, you just know, you know? And when it comes to the healing aspect, right? You just came from a survival mode relationship, a betrayal, the cheating, the lying and everything. Healing, like I said in my previous video, healing is not a linear line. It's always ups and downs, curves, bumps, and everything. So when you are leaving a breakup or anything along those lines, it's important to know that choosing your peace over something that is hurting you is 10 times better. And once you sit by yourself and dwell on like, why did the relationship didn't work out, you start opening your eyes and like, damn, I let a lot of things slide because this person never changed for me. I begged and begged and begged. They would gaslight me and everything. And once you sit down with yourself and analyze a lot of things, you're like, damn. And that's what happened to me in my last relationship. I literally just sat down by myself and I'm like, whoa, this is insane. Like, I let a lot of things slide because I was so blinded by love that I'm like, I let myself go. You know, instead of uplifting me, this person was trying to, how would I say it? Like, compete with me. I'm the type of girlfriend, friend, or whatever. I want us to be in the same level always. I don't care if you're all the way at the bottom, I'm going to help you. You know, even if that means I have to take a step back. But a lot of people don't appreciate that. A lot of people don't appreciate the fact that in relationships too, and I've seen this a lot, like, if you're a woman and you're making more than your man, he's going to start feeling like he's less than. Or if you guys are in the same field, but you're being more progressive than that person, they're going to feel some type of way. So healing truly starts when you're by yourself, journaling, listening to whatever, speaking to God, number one, and saying, what in that relationship did not work for me, and what am I moving forward with, and what am I accepting, not accepting for the next one. Because God could bless you in so many different ways. That was just not your person. So I want you guys to listen to this. When you start healing, love doesn't start to feel like you're surviving. It starts to feel peaceful. And what do I mean by that? When you finally find that person that brings you peace, I'm not saying that there's not going to be no argument, but the communication is better. The relationship is better. You start feeling better. You don't start feeling anxious in your body and like, oh, I have to go in survival mode because we just had a disagreement and he just walked up. No, the right person for you will sit with you, talk it through it with you, and help each other to fix the situation. So I hope I find my partner, and I hope you guys find your partners. Segment 3, healing before loving again. That is not easy because healing could take years, weeks, months, whatever you want to say. But for me, it took me months, and I had to sit there, analyze everything throughout the relationship, and just be like, this just wasn't for me, And it's okay for you to feel like that. And it's okay for you to question while you're in your healing stage, can I trust someone else? Can I trust another person not to hurt my heart? Sweetheart, let me be honest with you. You don't know that. You're not God to know that. You just don't know that. Follow your gut. If you feel like that they're showing you red flags in the very beginning, walk out. If you feel like those red flags or whatever the case may be is not that crazy, continue. It's all up to you. I'm not here to judge you. Nobody should be judging you. You do as you please. So in order for you to trust somebody else, you have to trust yourself. Because remember, you're broken. You are healing. You are doing the work again. Because you lose yourself. And you lose trust in yourself because you start thinking, damn, I became so naive. I trusted this person. Now I don't even trust myself because why didn't I see that? Or this and the third. So in order for you to trust someone else, your healing needs to start with yourself and trusting yourself again. That's just the life of it. And like I said, you have to ask those questions. If I see a red flag, am I walking away? Do I trust my own judgment at this point with anything? And it's okay if you have those doubts, but don't go in a relationship with those doubts because then you're going to fail again. And that's just my opinion. That's my take. Those are just my opinion. Like, go to your next relationship with no issues from the past. Have more discernment. Trust yourself more, and things will flow better. And think about it like this. Healing is not perfect. It means you're becoming more aware of, like I said again, knowing how to use your judgment, your discernment. If I see this and I don't like this, am I going to continue on? No, I'm just going to walk away because I don't think this person is for me. And that is okay. You can do as you please. But once you start healing, start asking yourself these questions. And don't be afraid to be harsh with yourself because the only person that knows how you feel is you. Your mom is not going to tell you. Your sister's not going to tell you. Your friends are not going to tell you how you feel. They could give their opinions, but are you sure that's how you feel? Or do you know how you feel? And I just want you to know, like, just because you're healing doesn't mean that you have to completely forget about love. Love come in different shapes and form. Maybe you could start loving yourself. You could start loving more your hobbies and stuff like that. But when it comes to relationship, don't exclude it because you will find that person and that person will find you. You just have to ensure yourself that just because you're healing doesn't mean you're like negative. I'm not dating anymore. This and the third. Da, da, da. No. Because what if that person is there to help you understand a lot of things that you're still not understanding? Question Question mark? Damn, I'm good. Once you understand this, this part right here, the love that you give yourself will always set the tone for every other love that you'll receive. So, once you start giving yourself grace and love, everything will flow abundantly. Everything will flow flawlessly. So, don't ever be afraid to start taking the next step. I hope you guys caught that right. And lastly, learning to receive healthy love. Again, we already spoke about betrayal, how you feel during your healing process, trusting in yourself again, trusting anyone else again. Now it's once you healed, how do you start receiving love again? And that comes in different ways. You know, you start going out more, you start doing things more that you love, you worry less about what other think and what could, no. You know, you still have your emotions there and you know how to read between the lines like, this is not making me comfortable, I'm just going to walk away. So when you do have that healthy love that comes your way, it's like you try to push that calm, that beautiful energy, because what you're used to in life is chaos. And it's just, you are burning that bridge yourself. Because imagine meeting someone that actually cares for you, does everything for you, and actually treats you in a healthy way. But because you still bring in baggage into your relationship, you're choosing chaos instead of calm. You don't win in life like that, baby. You don't. And I think that's a true test in life. Learning how to navigate when you have something behind you that was so chaotic to something that's more calmer now. Something that brings your soft girlness out. Something that's just like, my man, my man, my man. It's beautiful. It's actually very beautiful. And I wish whoever's single right now that's been through chaos in their life, betrayal in their life, they are blessed to have that type of love in their life. Everyone, including myself, deserves love in which you don't have to question if it's real or not. Because if you know you're that girl or that guy and you're genuine and pure and love to love, you should have that same energy reciprocated. So everyone deserves to be loved for who you are and everything, and not question if, because you start questioning that. If you're in a relationship and you start questioning that, baby, that means it's time for you to go. But if you feel love, peace, and calmness with someone that you're with now, you don't have to question if that's love for real or not, or do you deserve it or not. I want you guys to reflect on this. Love is not supposed to tear you down. It's supposed to uplift you, build you up, you know, because once you have love, anything is possible. Life doesn't become so negative. It becomes this beauty of positivity. So I want you guys to keep that in perspective. You deserve someone that feels like peace, calm, and not someone that causes you pain, heartache, question yourself, not trust yourself. So those are just things that love is supposed to make you feel safe, not scared, to open up to your partner, have a conversation with your partner and say, hey, I don't like this, this, and that, and vice versa. I hope everyone truly finds their soulmate, their person, that they feel peaceful, calmness, and loves every version of you. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with What's the Tea on Love After Hurting. Please don't forget to please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like and share my videos if you feel that someone around you or yourself are going through a breakup and they need a little pick me up. Until next time, guys, make sure you protect your peace, love yourself, pray, and lastly, don't give up on love. Cause right around the corner you may find your man. All right, guys, thank you so much. I see you on the next time.